Hello everyone, we're back today with episode 2 of the e-tec rough running at low power. I've been absolutely stunned with the popularity of this video. In fact, it's my #1 video, and so I thought I'd do a quick follow-up. I've been working on a alternative method for cleaning the spark plugs, and I wanted to share that with you. Watch this. Okay, that's how long it took to do this. You can see the buildup down here on the electrode, if you look carefully, or at least where it was. And that's what I'm doing when I file this thing, is I'm filing that off and getting it flat again. Anyways, I've been working on this. Three plugs. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. This is a rotary tool. This happens to be a Craftsman Oftentimes you hear of the term Dremel tool. It's basically the same thing. These are little wire wheels you can buy for like 10 bucks or whatever online. I actually bought these to do detail work on our truck. So they work really good. Nice set of needle nose pliers, gauge, small flat file, vise helps. So when you're doing this, first thing you might want to do is tip that electrode up. Just reach in there gently and just tweak it up, not a lot, just enough to allow the fibers or the wire wheel to slip in under there. It doesn't take but a couple seconds, and you hit it on this side, and then all the rest all around is pretty simple and straightforward. And then you want to retweak it and then set it. Specification for my motor is 28 thousandths plus or minus 3. I happen to like to put it right at 28 thousandths. So this is not for everybody, as I previously mentioned, but if you are willing to take the time and effort and work slow, keep this at as low an RPM as it'll possibly go, and just go very slowly, you'll develop a process that actually will work out pretty quick. One thing I like best about this is it clears the carbon out underneath, so I can see how much I need to file underneath on that electrode. I had no idea how much welding was going on down there. But it kind of makes sense. You got a spark hitting there all the time, heat buildup. And so, you know, it's a nice alternative as opposed to buying a new set of plugs every year. I believe these are pretty high priced plugs. These plugs on mine happen to be the original as far as I know. Now, some other products that I wanted to share with you that I use to help keep the engine running smooth. One of them is Star Tron. I've used other stabilizer fuel treatments, Stable. There's 2 or 3. I've even tried Evinrude's, but this one has turned out to be a favorite because it's very cost effective and the results have been very positive. I use this stuff in every single gallon of gas year-round in cars and small equipment that cannot cycle through a tank of gas within 4 weeks. So all of the car gas where cars are sitting around, like the truck and other things, other vehicles, I'm actually using this as a maintenance tool. And I call it cheap insurance. We're only talking pennies on the gallon. It's so worth it. The one thing this does that I want and I consider most important is it maintains the water in suspension. If the water gets heavy and it drops out, goes through what's called phase separation, then you're in trouble. And we need to do everything we can, especially with our 2-strokes, because I consider them running closer to the edge. Remember, they fire every other stroke, so they're producing a power stroke and consequently more heat for the output. So I run this all the time. The only thing that I don't run consistently in is a car that's being used constantly on a regular basis, and again, cycling through a tank of gas within 4 or 5 weeks. So the boat gets this year-round, and it's just, you know, it also acts as a cleaner. I peeked down inside with a flashlight in my gas tank, and I was stunned at how clean it was. This boat is 41 years old, and I know when I first got this boat, I wasn't real thrilled with the what I saw down inside the tank, but over time, that tank looks brand new down in there. It just sparkles. absolutely amazed. Also run this in my 2-strokes. Every gallon of gas, it's automatic. I don't even think about it. And as a result, I buy it by the gallon. And again, we're talking pennies on the gallon. This is a product from Amsoil. It's called Quickshot. I really like this. They advertise it as a cleaner and a fuel stabilizer. The fuel stabilizer aspect is only good for about 3 months. So I really use this as a way to clean the injectors or clean the carburetor. So every once in a while, I put a shot of this stuff, no pun intended, in the small equipment. I don't really run this in the boat. I'm already using a product that I think is adequate, that is somewhat of a cleaner, in addition to fuel stabilizer. But this stuff I like because it seems to be pretty good at cleaning carburetors and stuff that's been sitting around. So if I pull off like the FS76, which runs very infrequently, I'll put a shot of this stuff in there and run it through, and it works pretty good. So I hope you like this. Again, be careful with this process I just shared with you, and go slowly. The videos are here to show you how I do it and how we do it and do things. So take from it what you want. And one last thing, I'm going to appeal to you guys. If you like this sort of stuff that I'm doing, I would greatly appreciate you subscribing. I'm trying hard to build up the subscriber base, and would love to hear more feedback on anything you'd like to see, or any follow-up type questions that you have that we're doing here. But I'm really having fun doing this sort of thing, and I hope you guys like it. You guys take care, and we'll be back soon.